Nerdrotic.com.
All right, welcome to the Super Chat Square Up. Lot to do, so we're going to get right to it. There was a lot of stuff that came down today, so I couldn't do the videos I wanted to do, unfortunately, because it was all spent doing research. We had Comic-Con at home, which is an embarrassment, absolute embarrassment. There's some Star Trek stuff that we're going to go over on Friday Night Tights. Maybe I'll get a short video out of it tomorrow. It depends on how long this goes. We have some Inquisition to do and some Friday Night Tights, so let's get right to it. I thank everyone who super chats and supports the show. If Friday Night Tights and the Inquisition are fun. Two of the best things, the most enjoyable things I do on my channel. And it's thanks to you guys and the interaction with you guys and with all the nonsense going on. It's, it's good escapism for all of us. You guys help me. I can't put into words how grateful I am. I will be doing a video on my Cal exit though. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know if anybody's even going to be interested in that, but it'll just be me telling my story, and it's not a good one. And it's not my story, really. It's my wife's, it's like what my poor wife had to go through with all that stuff. All right. So let's get to it. And we will start out with, I got to make sure I don't hit the wrong thing or this pops away. So we don't want that to happen. What's the target audience? Stone Toddlers and Psychodwarf 9 for $2 must be asking about Lower Decks. And the answer is yes. Yes. They announced Prodigy today. And their big announcement for a cartoon on Nickelodeon was a logo that couldn't look further away from Star Trek. Not a clip. They didn't have a character design, anything. They announced the title of a show. Like I said, I know people are locked down and stuff, but you can still go to a studio or do something, or I don't know, buy a mic, people. I mean, you're Comic-Con. You're a giant organization. So they disabled the likes and the dislikes. I didn't even look and see what the views were for the Star Trek. Let's see. There it is right there. Oh, they weren't good. They weren't good. Okay, so I mean, I'll refresh this real quick. Hang on. Yeah. So that's about the size of one of my live streams. I'm like one of my nooners, my average nooners. So they had, I can extrapolate. Notice that the likes and dislikes are gone. I can extrapolate that they had about 2,500 people watching, maybe 3,000 watching. And Comic-Con only has 115,000 subscribers, but like everybody's been reporting this, and this con was linked in Deadline, The Hollywood Reporter. This is a perfect example of what little reach the Access Media has. And the only power they have is what the studios give them. Okay. And plus it's an hour and 19 minutes long. So that, the way YouTube counts views is concurrent viewers plus the people who kick in and out. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on this. But this is a Star Trek panel. This should be hundreds of thousands of views. So we'll see how it plays out. I'll be keeping an eye on it for sure. For sure. Fizzenthorpe, $10. In regards to the Lower Decks trailer, look at all the new Star Trek you're getting, and all you can do is complain. What more can these studios do to please you two? Make good Star Trek. I think I've read that one. I've read some of these already, so I got to be careful with that. I read that one. Here we go. Yeah, okay. Hail Doomcock, this Star Trek cartoon is going to fail and fail. Frankly, I'd rather watch the terrified Gary face as Az talks food porn. Thank you. The Fat Man 56 for $5. Canadian $5. Dag Gnome. Dag the Gnome. Have you guys watched Yellowstone? Watch Yellowstone. Kevin Costner has entirely rehabilitated himself. I read that one too. Dixon Cider for $5. Looks like Lower Decks took an upper deck on the franchise. I will laugh if it wasn't so pathetic and sad, and it is. It is. Jaybird the Third for $5. I'll take 1973's animated series over Lower Decks. Great writing, and Filmation's animation is superior to today's Cal art craps. Crap. You are correct. And that's what I'm guessing what Prodigy is going to look like. It's probably going to be more Steven Universe garbage. Steven Yarnell for $3.99, and I meant the art style. $3.99. There are 4 lights. Of course. There are 4 lights. Rock Flanagan, $6.66. The super chat of the beast. Let loose your robot army and save us. Start in China, though. Yeah, most definitely. Captain Robert April for $2. Personally, I kind of liked it. Sorry. Captain Robert April, you don't have to apologize for liking it. But, yeah, it's not good. Every comment on my comments keeps saying that I am a sheeple for believing Doomcock and Midnight's Edge. Are they bots? Austin Trench for $4.99. Every comment on your comment is, are they saying the same thing, Austin? If they're saying the same thing over and over again, yeah. But it depends on what you're believing. You know, like, is that a generalization? I mean, be specific. We opinionate. You know, I gave the opinion that I didn't think we'd ever see the Nickelodeon animated show. They announced it today, but I didn't even think we even get to that. So I was wrong, but that was just my opinion. We haven't seen the show yet, but, you know, maybe we will. It doesn't look like a lot of people will see the show, though. But I didn't think it would ever see the light of day because they've been talking about it for years. What we didn't hear, but, you know, they announced it. They gave us a logo. We'll see if it happens. And honestly, I think what might have happened is it did get kind of backburnered. But since we're in the pandemic and the one thing you can do is animated shows, I think we're going to see a lot more animated shows. We didn't hear about Section 31. Did not hear a word about Section 31. Now, I went through and watched most of that live stream. And this is going to be, and I do apologize for this, but I've run out of time. I'm moving and stuff. This will be, we're going to get through all the Inquisition super chats, and then we'll get through the Friday Night Tight ones. Most of them, hopefully all of them. Because I'm going to record like a couple hours tonight and do another hour tomorrow. I like releasing these Friday morning. They get better views on Friday morning before Friday Night Tight. So hopefully you guys like that too. That way it's like a good pregame show, you know? But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get to all of them. Traz 316 for $2. It's better than nothing. I disagree with that. I thoroughly disagree with that. Okay, it's better than nothing when it's just mediocre. If it's just average, mediocre Star Trek, most certainly it's better than nothing. But when it's bad, it's not better than nothing because you got to think about the big picture. Traz, you got to think about, do you want to see Star Trek in the future? Because the way it's going now, what's Kurtzman's doing to Star Trek, and I want you guys to sit down and seriously think about this. There will be no Star Trek in the future. Nobody will want to take a chance on it. It won't be financially viable anymore. So therefore, the only Star Trek you'll get is comics and books. Is that what you want? Because Star Trek is a television franchise. It's a television franchise. R. Fletch for $5. USS worse than closing the car door on your hand. Exactly. Matthew Gerwig for $5. Does it count if I laughed at the trailer? No, it doesn't count. It doesn't count if you're laughing at the trailer. Dennis Falkarsny. Enjoying as many Fandom Menace channels as I can, but thank you guys for not having ads in the middle of your videos. Yeah, I don't like the on my 10-minute videos, I don't put ads in the middle unless sometimes YouTube clicks that for me for some reason, and I try to remember to unclick it. No ads in the middle of the videos. I put them beginning to end. Lower Decks is trying to be a Rick and Morty cartoon without wit and humor, which is just a cartoon. Thank you, Anthony Pride, for $5. for $42. Theta Sigma, thank you very much. Nerdrotic and Overlord DVD. I have no comments tonight. That Star Trek Lower Decks trailer said it all. Just feel I have been disproportionately donating to the Inquisition when it's been on DC's channel, but keep up the good work, both of you. Oh, thank you, Theta Sigma. I appreciate that. Donate where you like. It's cool. It's cool. But thank you. Carrion Witch in Residence for $5. Hail Gary and Doomcock. Thinking of starting a GoFundMe to have a actress dressing as a nun follow Darth Karen around and shout shame. I might donate to that. I might donate to that. The lower deck ship is horrible. How do you get personnel from one hull to another? How do you get personnel from one hull to another? Beam or shuttle them over there? Shut down the warp drive every time a turbo lift passes through an engine pylon? Oh, that's a good point, Crazy Cat Guy, for $10. I honestly didn't think about that, but that's what Star Trek fans think about. That's good. Chris Masters for $49.99. Love the live streams. I dropped cable last year and found you when I was trying to come to terms with Game of Thrones season 7 and 8. Keep up the great content. Chris Masters, thank you so much for the $49.99 super chat. And yeah, Game of Thrones was a disaster. People are still pissed about that. My God, my George R. R. Martin video's taken off. It's almost got 340,000 views. I wasn't expecting that. DCG $6.99. What is the Lucasfilm deception you talk of? I was late. The Lucasfilm deception. God, I'm trying to remember what the hell I was talking about in that one. Oh, it's all the bullshit that supposedly is going on behind the scenes. Okay, there's a lot of rumors. I don't believe them all, by the way. I don't believe them all, but there's a lot of rumors. But just because I don't believe them doesn't mean they can't happen. I don't have the sheer fucking hubris in thinking my opinion is the end all to be all. I don't think I'm right about everything because I'm not. So while I don't think some of these, like the latest rumor is George Lucas is coming back to Star Wars and Kathleen Kennedy's going to go to Bad Robot or something like that. No, I don't believe that at all. And I've talked about that on a live stream. But you know what? We can talk about whatever we want. We're fans, so it's fine. And I can disagree with it. But again, it's still my opinion. And that's it. That's all it is. And it's uninformed, by the way. I mean, it's informed in the way that I can't say it's totally uninformed, but listen, let's think of it practically. Why would George come back at 75 years old? Why? He didn't work that hard on the prequels, guys. Go look. He didn't work that hard on the prequels. And I think you need to get some young, fresh talent in there. And maybe David Filoni. I think Kevin Feige is going to come in and run Star Wars. That's my opinion. I could be wrong about that as well. Amazon and Pornhub are banning anime. Fuck them both then, Fatman56. But listen, we'll talk about this on Friday Night Tights. We'll talk about puritanism on both sides. Okay? And I'll reset an argument I had in my live stream on Wednesday when Cecil's there. Because there's a lot of people, not a lot. There is a couple of people. Let me rephrase that. There is a couple of people who think, who are making like some big assumptions about quote unquote fandom menace channels, which by the way, it is a hashtag. It is a hashtag. I do not, my channel is Nerdrotic, run by Gary. It is not Fandom Menace. I use the hashtag Fandom Menace. I love the people who use the hashtag the Fandom Menace, and I think it's an important thing, and I think that hashtag does represent something cool. Not everybody's great. I'm not great all the time. It's cool. But there seems to be a lot of, what am I going to call it? It's not counting other people's money. It's they want to be producing my channel. They want to produce my channel. I got a producer, and she's great. But there's different philosophies with different hashtags, okay? The Fandom Menace is not Comicsgate. It's just not. There's a lot of cross-pollination, but it's not. Comicsgate is an independent comic book movement now. It's evolved into that, and that's great. But I'm keeping my battle where I want to try to, I love pop culture and entertainment. I'm not ready to walk away from it. I'm not gonna, is it blackpilling? Is it just completely walking away? I want our voices to be heard. I want it to be known that we count too. We're not inhuman. We're not demons. We are enjoyers of pop culture, and we want our pop culture to be for everyone. And pop culture has been slowly taking a very narrow-minded side, and they think they're the heroes, and they're destroying things we love. But I still want to enjoy entertainment. If we just walk away, they win. They win every time. Walking away and creating your thing is not. It's an option. And it can create a movement, and I fully support it, but we still want to try to change the main thing to where we can. Now, there are things I've walked away from completely, okay? Marvel and DC, walked away completely. Those are battles that cannot be won. I choose my battles, and we'll see if we can win this one. But take it day by day, day by day. If I'll save it for Friday. I'm launching into it, and we'll save it for Friday. Sorry. Time's up. Smoke them if you got them, says Oscar Mayer for $5. Yes. Problem being, and thank you, Stephanie Littlepage, for the poop, and for Claudia C. for the phallic unicorn. Set phasers to stunning and brave. Problem being, bless you, for £2. Bless you. Brad Hollingsworth. Hail, Gary and Doomcock. Didn't Star Trek already have an animated series back in the late 70s or 80s? It was 70s. Lower Decks is a bunch of crap. Even the Great Space Coaster is closer to Roddenberry. Yep. Andrew Bedford for $2.99 Australian. RoboCop never used police brutality. Sure. Gary, did Doomcock get my care package with magazines yet? I don't know. You got to ask him, Cardinal Sin. I don't know. You guys doing Exozone this week? No. MT Harrison, we're not going to do Exozone until I am moved. I can't do, I'm already like behind on everything. And I'm trying very hard for this channel not to get derailed from my move. There's a ton of distractions going on in my life. But I got to remain focused because the YouTube channel is like playing volleyball. You got to keep the ball in the air. NG1TEAV for $2. You have a monopoly on profitable Star Wars and Trek. Randy G for £5. Hail chat, Nerdroom or Nerdoom. Hail chat / Nerdoom. We need Space Force to land Starship Troopers and end this riotous stupidity. Now, All Lives Matter gets you killed by murder mobs. Yep. We got to fight that shit, and it's up to us. Culture Casino, thank you for the phallic unicorn. We should hold a Nigerian film festival and show Hollywood that they're not the only ones who can make movies. Perhaps this will scare them into making real movies again. Maybe, John Maxwell for $2. I think what was announced today is very scary to Hollywood. Hollywood is panicking right now. Frankie Wright for $5. Hi, Gary and Doomcock. Dark really is awesome, and someone else mentioned in another chat thought it was going woke, but didn't, and nailed the landing. Awesome. Thanatos Felicitas for $5. He has all of the virtues I dislike and none of the vices I admire. Winston Churchill. Nice. George Forrest Jr. for $19.99. Hail, Gary and Lorne Doomcock. The one thing that Kurtzman and Johnson have in common is they don't love anything. I also think that Hollywood will start adapting anime because Shanghai got a new Gundam statue. Eventually, yeah, once they've torn through Western entertainment, sure. I never thought with all the craziness. Oh, by the way, that was George Forrest Jr. Thank you for the $19.99. I never thought with all the craziness happening, we all will have the future envisioned in Demolition Man. You guys with better sense will be living in the sewers at this rate because we don't accept society. Yep, we'll be there right there. We're Dennis Leary. You're right. So by the that was Digi Akuma for $10. Thank you. Dustin Von Alman for $5. So by the logic, as a white guy, if I move to Japan, the power structure that favors Japanese people, structure favors Japanese people, so I can be a racist against them, right? Yes, Dustin, by the logic of racists. But you know what I mean. Like that woke versus racist video explains it perfectly. P-Funk malfunction. P-Funk malfunction. These people wouldn't last in real recovery, brother. These people wouldn't last in real recovery, brother. 8 years off dope heroin. Fuck yeah, dude. That's some manly shit right there. It is not easy to get off dope, okay? And that's why not a lot of people do it. Most people don't. And that's a fact. Ruth Smith for $20. Thanks again, DC, for reading out my super chat mentioning Mr. H Reviews Blackfield's short film crowdfunder. He has reached his target. Cheers to everyone who donated to this Norse fantasy horror. Cheers, Ruth and hubby. By the way, I watched second season of Alter Carbon and could see some wokeism, etc. What are your thoughts? Keep up the good fight in the trenches. Cheers, Ruth and hubby, for Australian $10. It was woke. Didn't get past first episode. Maldus Oliver for $1.49. Thank you for the phallic unicorns. That's funny that Mr. H Reviews gets mentioned here. He doesn't like Doomcock or yours truly. He's made that pretty clear. So it's strange that, I mean, it's cool if you want to shout out his crowdfunder or anything. I personally wouldn't. But Ellen McMinnis, thank you for the super sticker. I mean, like, he can say what he wants. He can be critical. That's absolutely cool. I have no problem with that. I'm not going to shout out his crowdfunder, though. Amen. Also, Andrew Yang, a lead American. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Master Wave. They're not all crazy. They're not. Andrew Yang, and that's why they got rid of him. Because that guy is, I don't know, he could have been effective, to be honest with you. Some stuff. I don't know enough about him to, like, I'm not endorsing him or anything. I just know that he's not nuts. Blank $4.99. Things are going to get worse if we cannot get free speech reforms to protect our rights online. We all need to speak up. Yep. Well said, my Lord Doomcock, says Cisco Kid. Thank you, Blank, for $4.99. Cisco Kid for $20. Hell yeah. Nothing to add to the rant. Well said, says Michael Deich for $2. That's a thumbs up on Doomcock. The Patriarch for $5. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Exactly. Muzzle Velocity for $20. I have to contribute for a first-class Doomcock rant. Your Excellency put words to what so many are feeling and thinking. Bravo. Are you not entertained? Yes, I am here, says R Fletch for $2. And thank you again, Muzzle Velocity. Ingenious Noodles for $2. Who cancels the cancel culture? We do. We do. Boyega not in the pick because JJ had him mopping, says 200 Watt Studios for $2. Exactly. Blank for $9.99. Where they have burned books, they will end in burning human beings. Heinrich Heine for $9.99. Thank you, Blank. Yeah. Polaris Sucks for $2.79. What members got to see video early? I'm a Patreon. You're on Patreon. On Patreon, you got to see the video early too. That was my Lord of the Rings news. But it's the top tier got to see it. Jack White for $10. Gary Doomcock, I have a theory about why these white SJWs act the way they do. I think it's because their parents did not discipline them when acted nasty when they were kids. No, exactly, Jack White. Sorry, I was spacing out there. Yeah, you know, that's the problem with tiers on Patreon. You know, people feel left out, and it's like, yeah, I think I'm eventually going to move to just one tier on members and Patreon. Like, we'll see. I need to simplify my life a little bit after I move. Netcat for $2. You should see its effect on special needs. Yes. I know all about it, Netcat, and that's talking about California. The effect on special needs kids with this fucking lockdown is ridiculous. Space Monkey 0899 for $4.99. To be more clear, Western companies are banning anime products by Western artists, and Japanese creators use their platforms. Okay, wait a minute. So they're banning anime products by Western artists and Japanese creators from their platforms. Well, that's fucking ridiculous. What's an example of it, though? I need to see example. I don't know anything about the anime. I know it exists, but I don't regularly watch it or anything. So, like, if somebody wants to send me specifics, we'll certainly talk about it because that sounds fucked up. Andrew Bedford for $7.99. Aren't the Irish the most stereotyped people in entertainment? And do they care? No. And you're right. Nerd Gary, sir, your volume is hella low. Eric Von Reigers, you're going to hate my volume now because it's up. Being steamrolled, turn the damn money spigot off, says Agent Pepsi 1 for $2. Do you think Orville Production or others will do reshoots with more woke stories and replace the actors of color to appease the blue checks? No. Xanadu 71 for $4.99. No. I mean, Seth MacFarlane is, he's, I know where he is politically, but he's not, he's against political correctness, but I don't think they would do that. But if they did, I'll call it out. Gary, check the mic, says Art Fletch for $2. Fixed by Cody for $5. Stay strong, Gary. Don't let the crazies affect your recovery. Oh, they don't. Mrs. Nerdrotic and the boys are with you all the way, and we are too. Thank you, Flicks by Cody, for $5. Oh, it would never affect my recovery. Well, one day at a time. Can't say never, but Ingenious Noodles for $50. $50. That's awesome. Hail Nermurdur. Okay. Neo Murdotic Rock. I just like to say that you both, the both of you have given this silent, eyebrow-raising, eye-narrowing, self-proclaimed wallflower pasted on the drywall of pop culture a relatable dialogue with which to banter within my own head. Oh, that is fucking awesome. For $20 more, I wouldn't want to utter such genius in the company of my loved ones for fear of contrived accusations of such utter bullshit that it defines the boundaries of logic, reason, and good old-fashioned common sense. I remain steadfast in my beliefs and hope to one day be confident in my family's well-being enough to speak up for myself regarding these very important contributions. Hail and well met. Ingenious Noodles, fucking, that was awesome, dude. Thank you for the $10. Thank you for the $5 more. Wasn't it Captain Ahab who met his doom obsessing over the destruction of the white male? Maybe. I mean, I think it was the white whale, though. I think it was the white whale. Shameless B5 plug. I win every time I say no. Joan of Arc, 33, 1999. Collecting hard copies of classics and Target works will be like the group in Ray Bradbury's Fahrenheit 451 that memorized books to preserve the culture being wiped out. Joan of Arc, 33 for $19.99. Yep. Oh, isn't there something like that in Castlevania too? Like some guys who remembered some shit. I can't remember. It's been so long since I watched Castlevania. Brian Yoder for $5. Hey, Gary, can you turn Doomcock's back? Oh God, people are just tripping on the no. So the thing is, people super chat about this, and sorry folks, and I tell them when it's happening. It's like I am powerless over the mic when you share a screen in StreamYard. It would do something to my OBS and lower the mic. Don't know why. Don't know, but it's fixed. So. The Box Ghost for $5. Woke and overwhelming success are mutually exclusive. Grand Inquisitors. Yeah, they are. R. Fletch for $2. Gary's Moving Fun. Thank you very much. Maldus Avar for $5. CBS needs to go bankrupt. Yes, they do. Jack White for $5. If you're sick of woke superhero stuff, you should read My Hero Academia. I have gone through it. My son loves it, by the way. I just maybe I'll eventually. It's the art that kind of gets me. That's it. I'm just used to my American comic book art. John Oldtree for $4.99. When I think of Hollywood, I channel my best Kirk in Undiscovered Country and say, "Let them die." Douglas Nelson for $2. Gary, did you get my Moon Knight comic book? It must be in the P.O. box pile that I haven't gone through. I haven't gotten a Moonlight comic book yet, but it's probably in there because it's a huge pile because it's been months. But again, I am very limited on my time, but I will eventually get to everything, and I always do. It just, yeah. The Duxon, 1977. 4th month CBS sent free month. Won't get my money. Damn straight. Hail all late, but you know what, Douglas Nelson, I will dig through it before Friday Night Tights, and I'll let you know. Bianca Blast for $5. Hail, all late to the party, but I found Star Trek Continues to be a sincere, heartfelt, and respectful successor to the original Star Trek. Bianca, yes, indeed. Snell World for $5. This is why they have to make Ghostbusters Afterlife a success. Jeep Life, Snell World, hell yeah, 5 years. $5. Douglas Nelson for $2. Which was damaged most, Star Wars, Trek, or Doctor Who? Doctor Who. Without a doubt, Doctor Who. We as fans need to create an alternative to Hollywood entertainment or our own projects. Jack White, at some point we do. Yes, we do. I don't know what the answer is right now, but there is an opportunity. There's going to be an opportunity over the next year to do that. And I'll talk about that Friday Night Tights. Jack White for $5. Boycott any entertainment made by these woke idiots, meaning Brie Larson, J.J. Abrams, Ryan Johnson, Alex Kurtzman, Kathleen Kennedy, and their ilk. Hollywood, talk to the wallet. And that was R. Fletch for $2 and Jack White for $5. Maldazava for $5. Future TV will include lower budgets, shoddy equipment, talentless people, and bad taste. Adjust your set as much as you like. Thank you, Maldazava. That is true. Mandalorian is the shit in woke, racist, Nazi sins. Mandalorian is the shit in woke, racist, Nazi. I don't know what the last one is, though. I don't know. I'm sorry. And that's because Super Chat, you can't say what you want. That's fucking stupid. Classic Comics for $2. I mean, last time I checked, I'm an adult. I'm going to be 51 soon. I apologize, NG1TEAV. Will the thing be canceled because Orange Man? Classic Comics, who knows? Hey, Gary, did you get around to watching My Hero Academia? I recommend watching Japanese and English subs. Japanese voice actors are talented. Luka Pilapovic, I will eventually get around to it. Again, my kid loves it. But I have a lot to watch ahead of that. I am currently in the middle of a Picard review, so I'm watching. God, I would love to watch something good. Shin Godzilla, Reasons for Hope. Neither Mandalorian nor Rise of Skywalker were woke, and Mandy actually felt like Star Wars. For its flaws, Rise of Skywalker was really giant bird flip at TLJ. Rise of Skywalker was an absolute mess, and it wasn't woke. It was filled with intersectionality, though. It certainly was. It carried it because all of Star Wars is. Nicholas Horton for £5. The Wonder Years is getting a reboot, but with the black family in 1960s Alabama. Wow. That'll be fun. Lower Deck will get 2 seasons and be forgotten. Probably, Mr. Roboto. I think it'll get probably 2 or 3 seasons. Bianca Blast for $2. The time has come to slay the wokeness monster. Ooh. Nice, Bianca. He infects all Trek with Kurtzvid 31, says MS Aesthetis. Marvel is dead because of Joe Quesada and his disciple Sana Amina, who, fun fact, only has a job at Marvel because of her family has deep ties to the Clintons, and both have no business running a regular mom and pop shop. Jack White for $20. You are correct. And the Obama family, too. Mr. Millennium for $6.50. Hail, Inquisitors. Strange question. What were your thoughts when Iron Man was first announced and after you saw it? I was absolutely excited, Mr. Millennium. When I heard Jon Favreau, or for one, Iron Man had been rumored as a film for a decade, and it was honestly a no-brainer. And I used to think this as a kid. I'm like, I don't understand how Iron Man is not more popular. He'd be an amazing toy line. You can do different irons and different armors. And I always loved him. Iron Man was one of my favorite superheroes when I was a kid. Bob Layton was a fucking genius, and I've got all the books. I've got every single Iron Man book ever made, up until 3 years ago. Every single Iron Man book ever made, and I'm talking his team appearances and everything. Fucking Force Works, West Coast Avengers, everything. So I was excited when I heard Jon Favreau was going to be a part about it. Really excited when I heard it was going to be Robert Downey Jr. I was through the fucking roof, and after I saw it, I was blown away, utterly blown away. One of the best scenes in the MCU to this very day, is Tony Stark brooding over his weapons being used to terrorize people, and he's got the gloves and he's sitting down and he's like blowing up the glass doors in his lab before he fucking suits up and goes. That is an epic scene. That is a superhero scene. That is that is him answering his calling. Sam Whiskey says game over. I hope not. Robin Huckleberry, I'll be your Huckleberry, for $5. Hail. Why don't some superfans, hint hint, crowdfunded to rescue our favorite IPs? Fandom Menace would support. I am very wary of crowdfunding. It's fine in Comic Gate because you get a product. They make a product and you get value for that product. Product plus value equals happy customers, happy creators, makes money. I want to entertain you. That's my goal. I don't want to do something else. I don't want to go work in TV. I don't want to make a comic. I mean, it'd be nice someday, but like, I don't have time for it. But what I'm doing right now, this is what I want to do. I don't want to go anywhere else. I like being on YouTube and talking to you guys. This is the best job I've ever had. I wouldn't take a job in TV. I wouldn't take a job anywhere. I wouldn't. For any amount of money. I am fucking completely happy doing this. And people go, oh, there's a amount. No, seriously. I am 51, so fortunately I can feel this way, right? And sorry, I just wanted to make sure that I was like, God damn, did I hit the record button? Okay. Where was I? That would have really sucked. No, I am 51. So this hit later in life, and my values are in place, and I also know that you can't put a price on being happy with your work. So yeah, they can throw stupid money. They wouldn't, but just in case they did, but that would mean I'd have strings attached. I'd be working for a corporation. There's no amount of money they can pay me to get me away from this. I dig it. I wish I could do more. I wish I could do this like live stream every day. I wish I could. How could you make your own film? You can make your own film. I did, says Quinn Romanco for $2. Yeah, it's easy to make your own film. You just need people to watch it. You need a platform to sell your product on, and that's the key. Anybody, I mean, I can make my own film. I know how to make a film. I know how to write a film, shoot a film, light a scene, direct. I know it all. I've been to school for it. but it's people watching it, making something people want to watch. It's not simply just making something. You got to make something people want to watch. And the same goes for YouTube. You can put your heart and soul into a channel, and I feel you. I put my heart and soul into this thing 4 years before people started watching. And it's going to work for some, and it's not going to work for others. And there's going to be plateaus for some, and that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Yeah. R. Fletch for $5. Avatar 2, crash, burn, explode. But episode 3 is next. Explode, no crash. I don't understand that, R. Fletch for $5. Episode 3 of what? Episode 3 of what? Now, Avatar 2 got delayed again. Have either of you checked out One Piece yet? Like I said, Gary, the creator of the series, actually intends to finish it, unlike George R. R. Martin. Jack White for $5. Yeah, One Piece is but it's not like Game of Thrones. See, it's not just stories I'm looking for. I'm in for a particular story, and my taste is dark fantasy, and there just isn't a lot of good out there. It's one of the hardest things to write, and for every good story, there's 100 bad ones, or ones I'm just not into that don't grab me. It's because there needs to be a balance of character and world building. And what happens with most fantasies is the guys get way too into the world building, which I like, but you need to have characters to go along with it. 8-Bit Heroes for $10. Hail, Gary. Hail, Doomcock. Thoughts on creators gaslighting fans? Neil Druckmann comes to mind. My channel did a review. If either of you can give some pointers, I'd appreciate it. Love both your content. 8-Bit Heroes. Okay, I got to remember that. Let me write it down. I will check it out after I do this. I need a blank piece of paper here. 8-Bit Heroes. Okay. Do you guys remember the fan flick Kung Fury? Thoughts? J-Lo flicks for $2. Kung Fury. I think so, but not enough for me to give a thought on it. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. See if I remember it. Is it old? Otherworld. Thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate it. NG1T for $4. Thank you for the cuppa. Thank you. Sam Whiskey for $4.99. Hail, Nerdrotic and Doomcock. Star Trek Lower Decks is lower expectations. It certainly is. The Rogue Scholar for $5. Message heard. Broadcast room being built and content being written. My goal is to be on the show one day. To the fans, we must speak out or lose. Rogue Scholar, yeah, that'd be awesome. Show me when it's done. Ingenious Noodles for $2. Star Trek Blow G Dicks, the animated atrocity. Trixon for $5. Have you gents heard about the furniture shipping company Wayfair being used for human trafficking? I did hear about that, and I need to look into it. That is most definitely Exozone. The Fat Man 56 for $10. I agree with Greg. I don't need the media anymore. I have a PS4, a YouTube channel now. I make TV shows in my bedroom. Greg, it's been a couple of hours. Did I miss my previous super chats? Well, thanks, guys. The Fat Man 56, I did go over them already. The Underdog's Lair for $4.99. Honest opinion of Lower Decks trailer. Yeah, he's being funny. It sucked. I'm the next Doctor. I'll have a floppy hat, long scarf, and brass knuckles, says R. Fletch for $5. There you go. Gilbert Lozano gives us the #1 sticker. Thank you very much. Dale Flying, $5 donation. Thank you very much. Toots for $20. Thank you for not referring to me as a person of color. I will not. I'll refer to you as Toots or whatever name you want me to refer you to. You, Eric July EVS, have inspired me to work on not only becoming a content creator, but to speak out on all the BS going on early stages with a few videos, but I'm working on it here, and thanks. Thank you. 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser for $15. Ingenious Noodles for $2. Vigilante Valverde. I don't know. That's probably some Latin there. Sorry if I screwed that up. Thank you for the $2. Filippo Abrigo for 2,500 Chilean pesos. Hi, Lords and Gary. May I suggest getting an audio compressor? It would get rid of your audio problems and rule the earth. Already done, Felipe Abrigo. Communism is the single greatest evil that human race has ever conceived of. Yes, Bun299 for $5. For $3, Rod Thunderheart. Thank you for the sticker. Father Ancient Pinto for $10. I am a nerd for Western genre watching Yellowstone. Kevin Costner is worthy. Any interest? I'll be honest with you. I'm a genre guy. Is it genre? Is it got wizards and spaceships and superheroes and stuff? Otherwise, it's yeah, I guess I'm maybe too much of a kid at that aspect. It's that stuff has to be extraordinary for me to, yeah, I'll look into what it is, but yeah, maybe I'll check it out. Who knows? Okay, that's it for the Inquisition. Now we're on to Friday Night Tights. All right, we are in the Friday Night Tights portion of the Super Chat, so let's get to it. And we're going to start with Miguel Batacan. And I got to, again, make sure I do not hit the wrong thing. Here we go. All hail. Would really appreciate if you all could check out and spread the word on the current Warhammer community's mass email campaign against Games Workshop to keep politics out of their hobby. I do believe Az is on top of that. He is the Warhammer expert in our group. Ben Parker for $10. Note, multiple ways to read this. And your best team, oh, I've read this one already. The Rogue Scholar. Twitter is getting hit in the end. Twitter getting hit is the end for them. You all have inspired me. My podcast room is almost done. Thank you all for fighting in the culture war. I cannot wait to join the culture war. You are the best. The Rogue Scholar for $10. Can't wait to see you here, buddy. We need more people out there. I mean it. Jeremy, Geekman, and the Masters of the Game Sphere, says Ben Parker for $5. Ben Parker for $5 more. Brie Larson, Brie Man, and the Larsons of the Multiverse. Ugh. Randy G for €2. Az is still wanking to Lady Alchemy videos and pics. Well, I mean, do you blame him? Really? She's hot. Ultra Terran for £5. Cyberfrog and the other indies are not taking anything away from the SJW industry. It's just bringing more chairs to the table. Why are they so angry? Yes. And I meant Lady Alchemy's mind. Her mind. That's what I'm talking about. He's wanking over her brain. Ben Parker for $2. Twitter, Google, and the masters of the internet. Yes. Donut Swan for $2. I like that Odin. It's like, I like that, Odin. It's like the seed vault. There you go. Hail Fandom Menace. Thank you all creators here for their videos and being a shield against the leftist lunacy. Thank you, Ethan, for your Muslim character. There you go. CM Shazam for $4.99. Nobody has a problem with Muslims. That is a false narrative like everything else. I don't have a problem with anybody of a different pigmentation than yours truly. I don't have a problem with anybody's religion. You are all welcome here. We have Jewish, we have atheist, we have Muslim, we have Catholic, we even have Wiccans. It's fine. We just want to talk about pop culture. That's all. That's it. I want to keep pop culture like free of this stuff. It's a place. It's supposed to be a fun place to be. All right. It's not a platform. Alex Kurtzman said today that Star Trek was a platform. Going to do a short video on that if I got time tonight. It's 9:23 p.m. right now. Bweezy Bird for $4.99. Yo, Gary, give Vinland Saga on Amazon Prime a watch. It's a Viking show. It's Vinland. Sorry, Vinland. It's a Viking show with a mature story like line and great 3-episode hook. Oh, sweet. I'll check it out. Louis the Plank for $5. Excuse me. Hail Friday Night Tights. I just backed Cyberfrog 2. I am a newbie to Indiegogo. I noticed I am late to the party for issue 1, but are there back issues available? And there are on the eBay store, Louis the Plank, I do believe. Hail Caesar, would you stream with Rabbi from Another Planet? He wants to promote Comicsgate. Hope you still dig the 90s theme tune. I did. Problem being for £5. Yeah, Rabbi's got to hit up EVS for that. Destiny Captain for $1.99. But next time I talk to EVS, I'll talk to him. Gary and Panel, What kind of tree am I? A giant sequoia. Mr. Fish arrives for $10. May I suggest looking at Dizzy D, who has a YouTube channel like your own? Sure, I'll take a look. Jason Smoot for $20. Another panel. Any stream, another great panel. Any stream is good stream without Anna's toe videos. Yeah, those are not, that's not fun. But hey, some people like them, and I'm not judging. Black Tiger 001 for 10 Canadian pesos. They're infections. They consume the host and spread. No spread, no infection. Ethan, that is why they're upset. Infections need to spread. CG is locked, and they can't infect. They see their end coming. Yep. Stupid Humi, not no da orcs need more DACA, says nothing for $2, right? White skins, they're called. The white skins are coming. That's what the orc said. Boiling Blood for $5. Question about Cyberfrog. Can it be purchased as a digital copy or physical? Is the first issue chapter still available? It's only on eBay, and Ethan will not do digital books. I agree with him on that. Jason Smoot for $20. As is he still hungover from the Jack show? Probably. FYI, most cases where the patient has tested positive for the beer bug, hospitals are instructed to put that diagnosis first, regardless of what the PT comes in for. This might be why the cases seem so high, says Miranda Sinistra. God, that's a great name. Miranda Sinistra. Can I use that name as, if I ever do a comic, I want to do a villainess named Miranda Sinistra. She's a villainess, but she turns good. You know, it turns out she's got a sad story. She took a wrong path in life, but our hero charms her in the end to the other side. Miranda Sinistra. And she becomes an anti-hero. Fat Steven Seagal beat up Ryan Johnson. Survey says as EVS and Tom are triplets. Ty Mori. My ex-wife for $5. As let me see the kids. Ooh. Gary, you are in no place to be giving out microphone advice, says John Ellis Bush for $4.99. Certainly I am. Because I can. 300 new judges appointed. Death row speeding up. The following celebrities we lost to the beer bug. Was it 300 new judges appointed? Death row speeding up. The following celebrities we lost to the beer bug. LOLs. The following celebrities are on the run, says Pinion for 5 Canadian pesos. Well, a lot of celebrities might be on the run if they're related to the guy. If they knew the guy who had the island. FaZe Agito for $50. After putting headphones back on. Oh, Az is back. Now, the fellowship is complete. Hey, Gary, since Eric July got to plug his band a few weeks back, can I shamelessly plug my band? Either way, love listening to you guys while I'm at work. Yes, for $50, FaZe, again, plug your band. You guys can plug. It's cool. Here's the deal. I just, anything I plug, please keep in mind, I'll say, like, I'm plugging this thing, but I haven't seen it. So I can't endorse it, but I'll talk about it. Now, endorsement is a whole different story. And not that my endorsement is above anybody else's, but I need to see something before I can obviously endorse it. That's all. As something, another spot, blah, 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 joke, says Modalicious for $2. Surprise Mechanics for $2. Argentiso 2003 for $2. Great lineup, fun show. Thank you very much. Critical and I love to hear that. Never gets old. Critical Ramblings for $4.99. Hail Gary, etc. All. Thanks for inspiring me to start making my own content. Shout out, appreciated. You are welcome. Critical Ramblings. Go check out Critical Ramblings. It's a good name. 200-watt studio for $2. As his forehead goes well with the 2 chins. Oh, that's mean. 200-watt studio. That's mean. What did Az ever do to you? Got probably a lot, to be honest with you. Show me where Az touched you. 200-watt studio. NK33 for $2. Got reservations for December 19th, 13th. Who else? Me. MT for £5. Fellow Brit here. So great to see one of my favorite Brit streamers on here, and who I've watched for years. Love his WoW stuff. Keep up the preaching game. Thank you, MT, for £5. Good to see you here too. Modalicious for $2. Whoa. That was loud. Fireworks still randomly going off. I don't know if you guys heard that one or not. When it dies, they say comics died. When it dies, will they say comics died of COVID? Yes, they will. Miguel Olmo for $9.99. Hey, Gary, I'm happy that you're leaving because I have this feeling the biggest bad thing is going to happen before this year ends in Los Angeles is going to burn to the effing ground. Stay safe. Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out, dude. What about Diamond cucking out James Bond as a secondary character to a WOC lesbian with a shaved side head written by Vita Ayala and Danny Lore? Yeah, Joker's Midnight Show. It's a fucking joke. Thank you for the 5 Canadian pesos. Hi, Comicsgate. Hail, Friday Night Tight. Peaceful will be a thing, and there's nothing Anna can do about it. There you go. For $22, says Jason Smoot. Mark C. As, you don't have a 4-head, you have a 16 head. Ooh, goddamn, As, they're killing you, man. Otto Mata for $5. Free Hong Kong? Yeah, fucking free Hong Kong. Andrew Matthews for £2. As, tell him more about Astartes YouTube. We watched it, and it was great. It was really good to watch. It was a fun watch. Crafts and Beer, thank you for the 50 Swedish krona donation. Thank you for the super sticker. Jane Theory, we love your channel. Thanatos 144 for $2. I support well-endowed women to be in comics again. Yeah. Salad Cream Boy 1984 for £2. As his monitors are dark and full of terrors. Good Game of Thrones reference. Google pulling a 1984 on live stream. Yep. Nandu Soups for $2. They are. Do you really collect action figures, Nerdrotic? Next, you'll tell us you had a comic book shop. Rob Atlas for $5. I know, right? Big Fat Nerd. Lots of sirens now. I wonder if that was more than a firework. You never know. Lots of sirens now. Oh, wow. Just tell them you're undocumented, then you're immune. Oh, you're right. Stargate 404, you're that's good. Can we get sideshow figures of the Friday Night Tights team? I'd buy the F out of those, especially a clown As figure. Yeah, I would too, Big Fat Nerd. Yeah, actually, you can have them made. You can have Hot Toys custom made. It's a long process. There's a guy in Russia who does heads. Louis the Plank for $5. On the topic of action figures, does anyone need a roast Tico, Gary? No, I'm good. Thank you. Nicholas Horton for $5. Hasbro is finally releasing October-November figures based on Siege of Mandalore. There you go. Good for Star Wars fans. Manowar 665 for $5. Simple Simon met a Pieman. Simple Simon met a pieman going to the fair. Says Simple Simon to the pieman, where are my fucking frog books? I thank you very much, Manowar 665 for $5. Aloha Boy for $4.99. I think the formal group noun of gathering of a Karen is called a privilege. As in, which is worse, a horde of zombies or a privilege of Karens? Aloha Boy, that's good. By our powers combined, we are Friday Night Tights, says Ben Parker for $2. Hail. Jason Smoot for $10. We need to hear more Oxmall song from Lord Finatra. I don't know what that is. That must be some deep lore or something I know nothing about. Greg Kirby for $1. Thank you for the donation. J Hand 04 for $5. Domino's has nothing on Popeye's mind. Anyways, happy Friday, Gary, and the rest of you crazy as sons of bitches. Cheers. Cheers, J Hand 04 for $5. 200 Watt Studio for $2. Hail Gail Simone and Rocket Sauce. 200 Watt Studio, you okay? Is this thing on? You okay, buddy? Chris Foster. Hail Gary, Odin, Tom, as EBS, and hi, Jeremy. Oh, hi, Jeremy. $20. 16-year-old boy in custody who was forced to take female hormones for his toxic masculinity. Family suing for real. Also, Styx Hexenhammer. Styx Hexenhammer is approaching 1 million subs on BitChute, or 100,000 subs BitChute. Time for everyone to look for alternatives. Yep. Well, here's the deal. I live stream so much it's kind of gotten in the way of my video making. So I have to, that's where Lady Grey Master is going to come in. That's where Lady Grey Master is going to come in. And she's been helping already. Andy P for $5. What the fuck? Thank God I don't use a seatbelt on my wheelchair. The SJW crowd won't be able to assault me and I can escape easy. Oh, and I can do this just fine, says Andy P. Thank you. 5 pounds. Hail, Andy P. Mandatory mask ordinance just passed in my city. Guess who's hitting the town wearing a horse head? Says Modalicious for $5. There you go. Jason C, thank you for the poop. Thank you for the poop for 99 cents. As Pump Lady Alchemy's cause, prior super chat Garried. Prior super chat Garried says Big Red Bullfrog for 2 pounds. I don't know. What's Big Red Bullfrog? Let's see. So all prior super chats canceled but charged. Enjoy. Why? I don't understand that. Hail all. EVS loved his lantern run. Guys, help Lady Alchemy. Show them the way as Schwing Marxist BLM Bree must go down for the rest of us all. There we go. Fixed. What the fuck? Thank God I don't use a C. I read that one. Let's go back up to here. There we go. Jane Theory. They're trying to be like Bandersnatch? Maybe. Oh. Maybe. Warren Smith for $5 Don Henley interview video on Rick Beto channel has Don saying he employs 60 people 5 to 6 days a week to block Eagles videos. Insane. I mean, why? I mean, like, at least they're relevant. If you keep blocking it, then people will forget about the fucking Eagles. You know that, right? There's like radio's dying, Don Henley. Crafts and beer for 50 Swedish krona. Thanks for all the good laughs. Cheers. And also, hope it's okay. I am shamelessly plugging my miniature crafting sculpting channel here. Sure. Go ahead. Crafts and beer. That's cool. That is cool. Crispy Critters for $2. We need a Fandom Menace seal of approval. That's too official. I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you, but it's too official. How do you all deal with SJW trolls that deny every word you say, every fact you make, and every point you laid out there? Every fact you make, every troll you take. They love going no to all. I listen to them, and not everyone's an SJW troll, and some are. And you know what I do? I go, wow, it must suck to be wrong all the time. It must suck to be you. That's all. IK 1906. The renewed virus hysteria and the lockdowns are being used to keep Americans demoralized, misruled, to get them to vote against the orange man. Are literally being used for this obsession. Yeah. I've always said if Biden wins, the shit ends over fucking night. Except for a couple things. What's up, Professor? Has an interesting spin on lockdown. Mr. Fisher Rise for $10 Thank you very much. Thank you very much, IK06. Laser Beam Hawkins for $5. Hail, Friday Night Tights crew. Hail, Ethan. Love your work, especially your art for Green Lantern. You made me a fan. Keep up the great work. 200 Watt Studio for $5. Gary, totally agree. 100% with your regards. The answer to my Oklahoma super chat from today's super chat square up. There you go. Yeah. That they were, thank you. The Oklahoma thing was just for a criminal case. They weren't giving away a bunch of land to the Native Americans. As you could, and by the way, have you heard anything about that story? It was just a headline that disappeared. As you should get married, problem solved. I don't know if that would solve a lot of problems. You got to marry right, Butter Biscuit 92, or it can create fucking 99 problems plus 99 more. The John Beck for $2. The Home Stenographer and Chappelle Show for everyone. There you go. Jack White for $5. Check out Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia Yu Yu Hakusho Psycho Pass. most definitely. The U.S. Army is running a survey to name their new missile carrier after Warhammer 40K, the Manticore. That's kind of awesome. I love that. Thank you, Doug B, for $4.99. Stargate 404 for $5. Since I was 12 years old, I was into Games Workshop, easily spent thousands. I am an 18 to 25 demo, so would have spent plenty more, emailed Games Workshop and told them I'll buy no more. And then stick with it. And yeah, and that's the only way you get through. And there needs to be a lot of that. So I guess there was a campaign, right? Stargate 404. So I hope that worked. You like Astartes? Watch 40's Hell's Reach eventually. A Jaeger bomb eventually. Hail Gary, and my favorite YouTubers. Theaters open in Australia. Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Predator, Alien, first 3 HP movies. Thanks, COVID, for decent movies, right? Star Trek 58. There you go. Ankaris for $5. The Cisco needs to reset the timeline from the Celestial Temple. That must be, I don't know what that means. That shirt, Gary, that's a really nice shirt. It says Lethal Lightning for $2. I can't remember what I was wearing. But thank you, Lethal Lightning. I appreciate you. Go check out his channel. Southeastern Kaiju for $1.49 sends us a wiener. Thank you for the wiener. Mark C for $2. Composite DC Trinity robot, the Tran of Steel, and I read that one. Took me 20 minutes, and I read that one. Cisco is my captain, says Bird of Prey 5 for $2. Kapla. The 2 boys who were killed in the Chaz beat up and carjacked their Jeep. They were killed in it. They were far from innocent. I am not saying they deserved it, but they put themselves in that position. Yeah, hey, it doesn't matter. So they carjacked the Jeep. Zane Elliott they don't deserve a death sentence for that. Believe me, they don't. But that's play dangerous games. You win dangerous prizes. The black female cop trope follows the masculine black woman trope. It's ridiculous, really, says Jane Theory for $5. Yes. And they are tropes at this point. Ben H for 2020. Does anyone remember what it was like before the dark times, before the Fishstick Empire? Since we don't have a Luke Skywalker free from his chains in their industry, what's your current favorite sci-fi project? Any media? Orville and The Expanse, but both the potential of going woke is possible. Karen with rank or title are the worst. Karens with rank or title are the worst, says Jane Theory. You damn straight with that one, Jane. Thank you for $2. Loquacious Primate, $5. The author of the Star Trek article should rewatch the Voyager episode Remember about the dangers of what the author is doing. Revisionist history. That's right. Yes, Loquacious Primate. Karen demands to see your drill sergeant, says Fat Steven Skull beat up Brian Johnson for £2 or 2 Canadian pesos. Cy Bra for $2. As rent your forehead and dome for ad space. Oh, that's mean. Stop it. KLR Zumi for $10. Honestly, as a 10-year-old boy, Lieutenant Uhura became a standard for lovely women superseding our racial differences. Hell yeah. Thank God Jeremy left. He just would not shut up today, says Anubis, Lord of the Dead. Oh, yeah. Diego Flores. Az's comment has reminded me about Tomino used Minovsky particles to explain the technology of Gundam, and years later it was proved that Minovsky particles and the cube formation actually exist. There you go. The John Beck for $2. Have dates and hotel been set for December? Yes, the John Beck. It's not a particular hotel. We're gonna have a meetup space, but in the meetup we're not gonna I'm not gonna get a block of rooms and do. It's not like a con. Like, get yourself there, find your hotel. I'll find a place that we can meet up. God, yeah. I forgot to ask Jeremy about that. Hang on. God, I got so much to do. Shit. I gotta do my actual work. Lady G is so pure she doesn't know how to cancel someone correctly. Lady Greymaster. Oh, that's right. She's awesome. John Ellis Push, thank you for $4.99. Okay. Automata, thank you for the cupper for $4. Claudia C, thank you for the phallic unicorn for 99 cents. The Fixer for £5. Those the bigger shark, KK, or who's the bigger shark? KK or Kevin Feige? Oh, Kevin Feige, because he wins. Because he fucking wins. Thanatos Felicitos for $5. They must fear Avery Brooks. He was amazing as Hawk. Avery Brooks is fucking awesome. Max Ball for $5. Whenever someone calls me a racist, I say, yes, I am. Rally and Formula drift far for more superior to NASCAR. And F1 is too many rules. Oh, Formula One. Okay, there you go. Talking about sports stuff. Michael Connor for $2. Watch Jed Wood Dale's latest. All right. Matthew Fowler for $4.99. Don't change the protomolecule level. Not only did I just join, I love the routine expanse references. Also, as I love you so much. Okay, I won't change it. Fuck it, not done. Chi the Floppy for, and when I say I'm going to change something, Matthew, it takes me like a year to do it. I have to formulate shit in my head, and yeah. Ethan, please remind everyone to maintain a social distance of 6 pies. Hail Comicsgate, thanks for getting me into comics with Sinestro Corps. And that's Exploding Prinny for $5. Awesome. Chi the Floffy for 20 Swedish krona. Thank you for the 6 sticker. Lady Gravemaster, you're awesome. Coughtron for $2. She is. As is Hots, says Latino Slant for $2. Yes, he is. I heard a Cerritos interview years ago where she was proud that she was hired to be the chick on the TNG. She has done a virtue signaling 180. Yep, Alan Charles, that's what most of this shit is. They are actors. They are empty fucking vessels, and it gets filled with more empty bullshit. Snell World for $10. I got a good laugh watching John Campea whine about movie theaters and Hollywood studios going broke. I couldn't help but think, welcome to how small businesses feel right now. Yep. I mean, all that shit he supported was against it. C. Zake for £5. The only cancel culture I agree with is getting a free subscription to Disney Plus for 6 months and then canceling it before the first payment is due. Yes. Sander Hammerslag for £2. Oliver Stone speaks out against current Hollywood. He does once in a while. Raging Raptor for $1.99. Wouldn't be surprised if China tries to buy Disney. Wouldn't be surprised at all, but it wouldn't be allowed to happen, I think. Vanya, well, unless the Orange Man's not there. If a Marine is joining Friday Night Tights, hide your liquor, sharp objects, tattoo guns, women car keys, and any tasty-looking crayons, says Vanya Secundas for $5.45. Oh, I'm going to pass it on to Lady Gravemaster. I just bought the Infinity Gauntlet saga, says Carlos Batista, and it's good. Awesome. Andre Fernandez for $50 Argentinian dollars. Hey, Gary, Kick-Ass and Kinsman went for Ultraviolence and were big hits and even got sequels. You're right. And Kingsman. Yeah, I love both those movies. Phase Agito for $5. Cyberfrog needs to be an animated feature, art styled like 1984 Transformers or Heavy Metal. Agreed. Thank you for the onset sticker. Maldus Oliver for $1.99. Congrats, Friday Night Tights. You shocked ABS. We love to do it, Brown Gaijin. That's what we do. Charles Burnett for $25. Hey, Gary, I noticed that you have the same number of downvotes on every Friday Night Tights. Did you notice this? Kinda, yeah. I mean, I'm glad the same number of people always watching it don't like it. At least they're watching. Aeronaut, thank you for the sticker. I appreciate it. Comics Exposed for $10. Ethan, thanks for defending George Soros last night. I spoke to his team and greatly appreciate it. Thanks for defending shadow banning of books on IG. You could be next. Think about it. Was he defending George Soros? When was Ethan defending George Soros? And defending shadow banning of books. Are you talking about Mike S. Miller's MAGA comic on Indiegogo? If it's being shadow banned, I want to know about that. I do. Here, I'll freaking check right now. Hang on. We'll do this live on the air. Well, not live, but I'm not gonna edit this. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Indiegogo, and it's the Magnificent Seven, right? It's the Magnificent Seven. me get the name right first, and then we'll search it together. Magnificent 7 comic Indiegogo. There. Okay, so I Googled it and I found it. So I'm going to copy and okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this. We're going to do this like this, okay? So you're watching this, right? Copy and pasting this. It's got $27,000, so we're going to go over here, right? And that's Indiegogo, right? Okay, so there's John Malin. Okay, I don't see anything. I don't see him. I don't see popular. That's 3 million. That's 900,000. And the Magnificent Seven's only 27. That's 31,000. Okay, so here we go. We're going to search it. Comes right up. So, I mean, I Googled it and it came up. I searched it and it came up. So maybe it was being shadow banned and they changed it because they talked to him. So, yeah, because if that shit does happen, I want to know. And if Indiegogo does it, I want to know. I certainly want to know. But coming on here, I mean, thanks for the super chat and everything, but making accusations like that, I did he defend? I don't know. I'd sure like to hear that. I don't like George Soros, for the record. MK Solid 82 for $4.99. Uncle Ethan, did you think the next Blade movie will be safe from wokeness? Will it be R-rated? Save us, Uncle Ethan. It's not going to be R-rated, and apparently Blade is going to be Muslim. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be woke, though. It just vampires. Yeah. Steve-O for $9.99. Hail Gary, hail Az, hail Comics, hail Midnight's Edge, hail EBS, cancel Jeremy. Appreciate you guys. Keep on keeping on. Thank you, Steve-O, for $9.99. For $20, thanks for the content. Nerdrotic, we good. Harry Mills, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Collider are normies. They are. That's the thing, is Collider are normies. They try to come off as nerds. They're out of work actors, out of work comedians. That's what a lot of those shows are. Same with New Rock Stars and stuff like that. Susan Dolan, thank you for the sticker and the farting dog there. DCG for $2.79. How goes the Frog Book, EVS? It's going pretty well. I think it's on schedule. Honestly, Mandrew Jones for $20. Kirkus Review wants 400 plus to review my book, but I am afraid it will suffer since it wasn't woke. Would you all be interested in reviewing my book for $400 plus? And I did get the email, Mandrew, and I don't know. I hate getting paid for reviewing somebody's book. I mean, I'm sure people will take money. I think that compromises you automatically. Yeah. You guys are awesome. Thank you, the Motley 1969 for $25 bucks. It depends on, okay, Mandrew, it depends on how long your book is. I mean, if it's a 1,500 page tome, nah. If it's a couple hundred pages, I could probably zip through it in a few hours, couple hours, you know. But not super long books. I don't have time for it. I just don't. I'm usually watching CG streams, but I want you to know, Mr. Gary, this tip is for you and not for Ethan. Catch you later, Ethan. Thank you, Snorum11 Aru, for $5. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Again, from the Motley 1969, Maldisaver for $5. Hope to see everyone here on BitChute if YouTube decides to purge this podcast. I'm on BitChute, Maldisaver. Go search Nerdrotic. I'm there. I just don't talk about it very much. But the BitChute link has been broken, so I have to start uploading stuff manually. Another great episode of Friday Night Tights. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Neon Wolf. We appreciate you. Thank you for the £2. David Lister, thank you for the $50 donation. Rock Flanagan, thank you for the sticker, the $3 sticker. Love and respect to Nick Barucci. Now I want my Sky Captain art book. Yeah, you say that now. See what a difference a day makes, folks. Before you get on Mark C for that, this was prior to him bending the knee to Cecil. All of this shit went down prior to, actually, it was during this episode where Ethan had some pizza with Nick Barucci to talk to him about the situation, and he didn't listen to Ethan, and then shit went down. So what Mark C said, I know Mark is pissed. I know Mark is fucking pissed. The Motley 1969, do you think you can make a Sergeant Rock or Nick Fury and Howling Commandos in a modern context? No, not unless they were not unless they were finding out the government was crooked, which it is. A part of it is. Social media is a trap, says Sharu for 2 Canadian pesos. Yes. Exozone, when? 2 months. Lord Ravener, 2 months. Argentinko 2003 for $5. Matt Jarbo is doing soy face on his Twitter profile pic. EVS, can you explain soy face to the panel? I love your explanation of SJWisms. It's with the big mouth open. Hey Gary, just wanted to say great job. Buck, thank you very much. That never gets old. Working my ass off. I gotta admit, I did a live stream today that it wasn't planned. It fucking derailed me, and then I took a nap because I was tired. And now I got a bunch of work to do. Chris Stanley for $5. Great stream, Gary. Panel and chat. Thank you very much. And wrecked, says Chris Stanley for $10. And that is the last super chat for Friday Night Tights, folks. So you will see this Friday morning, not night, prior to Friday Night Tights, where we're going to have Cecil on. We're going to talk more about the Dynamite thing, but we're also going to talk about Star Wars getting essentially canceled. We're going to discuss the rumors that are out there, all the rumors that are out there. We're also going to discuss cancel culture. We might get into some really dark stuff, but it needs to be talked about. We're also going to get into some pretty funny stuff. So Lady Gravemaster's on the job, and we are going to have Heel versus Babyface, Comics Division, Odin, Tom from Midnight's Edge, and Midnight's Edge After Dark. Of course, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, because Friday Night Tights is in association with Geek saying Gamers, and our guest will be Cecil. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please share around. Please check out my last video on Doctor Who, and there will be more videos soon, and there will be a lot of reviews in August. All right, so that being said, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.